What is up, guys? This video is going to be a little weird because I'm juggling a couple things. I'm currently grilling, trying to handle cooking dinner, and I also want to squeeze this out because I know by the time I get done cooking dinner and eat and cleaning up and all that, it's going to be dark. So I'm trying to do both at the same time, so forgive me. But somebody told me in a comment that if you turn the steering wheel, you can get to this other screw on the combo switch. So I turned the wheel, and sure enough, I got my trusty swivel, and I'm pretty sure that with a swivel and a couple extensions, watch out, we can get right to it. So we're gonna see. It might not work out like that, but I'm gonna try. Let's hope it works. All right, so by pure luck, I think it's gonna work. It's gonna be one of them deals where I'm gonna have to hold it down here to like keep it right and then crank back here, but I think it worked. I think we can do it. And actually I'm kind of riding on this ridge right here, so actually if I turn the wheel just a little bit more, the socket would be completely in this gap that's down here and give me a little more room. So I'm gonna try it like this. If it starts acting weird or trying to strip, then I'll turn the wheel a little bit more, and I think we're gonna be able to do it. So it actually worked out. It grabbed, broke it loose, and it is meticulous, but it's the screw's coming out. So I think we're actually gonna be able to get our combo switch changed. I did do some diagnosing. I'm trying to set this up. I hope y'all can see me. I tried doing some diagnosing yesterday when we were messing with the headlights, and I did notice that it was doing the thing that when we were putting the core support and everything back together and hooking all the harnesses back up, the light harnesses, the signals wouldn't work and the hazards wouldn't work, but if I put my foot on the brake pedal, the running lights would come on up front. And then I can't remember what we did, James might, but I'm pretty sure we just like wiggled a ground wire or hooked one up or something, and it started working. So I kind of thought it was that deal again. I got a high beam that's not working on one side, which I hooked up a ground, and then that high beam started working very dimly. So man, this is a pain in the ass. Not as much as a pain in the ass as pulling the steering wheel, so we're gonna go for it. Yeah, basically we're having that problem again. Now my windshield wipers work. They didn't that night in the rain, but now they do. So it's like, what am I supposed to do with this truck? So regardless, my hazard button's broke, so this combo switch needs to get replaced. So we're just gonna bank that was the issue the whole time. The switch is just acting stupid, and that putting a new combo switch in solves our issue. So I'm gonna switch this out. Another thing that makes me just keep pointing to this combo switch is apparently this is a common deal in a lot of OBS's, and it's almost always the number 16 fuse that's right here on the driver's side of the dash. And I just checked that, and it's a 20, not a 15 like it's supposed to be. So somebody's changed it before, but it's not popped. So that's not our problem. So I was hoping that the fuse was popped, but then again, I didn't think it was popped because the windshield wipers work. So if the windshield wipers work, it can't be completely dead. God, this is terrible. Probably need to go flip the chicken. Probably. Okay, so I have both the screws out, and cool. It just wiggled right loose. Just kind of wiggled right out. So that's cool. We got that much done. I'm gonna go flip the chicken while I'm ahead, we got the hard part that I didn't think was gonna happen done, so that's good. Shout out to the subscriber who commented and said turn the wheel. I think it was Daniel, I'm not sure, but whoever it was, thank you for the boys as always. Let me go check on dinner and then try to get back out here and finish this up. All right, so we're at this stage now. We've got it unbolted. I'm undoing all the zip ties that me and James did when we were securing all this up. So the next step is this big connector. There's two skinny connectors on each end of it that look like this. So basically that rectangle plug with the 7mm bolt in the middle of it, these sit kind of like this on it, on the outsides of it. So from what I understand and what I'm seeing right here, they just have a little catch tab, this nipple that sticks out.
Oh, what?
So we're gonna have to release that. So this tells me that when it slides into the dill, there's a little arm that catches it like this and keeps it from coming out. So what we're gonna have to do is figure out how we slide a flathead in here or something to get this tab to come away, so we can pull the old one the rest of the way out, plug this baby in, and get this fresh new boy in here with functional hazard button, not trim screw, whatever the hell. So hopefully this fixes our deal. I'm thinking it might. Let's hope it does. But I'm gonna get that deal yanked out. I don't have a good place to put the camera really, and you can't really see it too good anyways. By the way, that huge connector that these two skinny ones are on, that should be, if I remember right, it should be affixed to the steering column. Like it should be mounted to the steering column in a truck that hasn't been molested. And, you know, high country swapped. So in a normal truck, that big plug should be stuck to your steering column and mounted, so it would be theoretically easier to pull those pins out because it's mounted to something. Mine's floating, so I'm gonna have to fight it when I'm pulling it out. But I'm gonna get that done, get the new one in, and then we'll take a look at the old one and see if we can tell what was wrong. And then finally, we'll put power to it and see if we fixed our problem. All right, so what I actually did was I just undid that 7mm bolt that's in the middle of that plug and just undid it. That way I could pull it out and get it out here in a good spot to mess with. And you see that little tab right here at the end of my thumb, and here also. That's all we got to bust loose. We just got to make it so that tab is out of the way, and then this connector will slide out. Same thing on both sides. So we'll get that disconnected, get the new one slid in, get this pushed back on that deal right there, and then turn the key on, see if we got some. All right, so we got the new boy on. It's kind of nice. This is like the only one of these older trucks, like growing up as a kid. Like, I'm 26, and like my dad always had old pickups, my uncles always had old crusty trucks, and like it's crazy to me to have a truck this old and like this lettering and all these marks like be so clear and clean and not like smudged and dirty where you can't read it no more. Finally got us a nice new hazard button. And you know, looking at this, so the way your hazard button works is like when you push it up and down, it moves a slider between these circuits, and that's what bridges both of your running lights or your blinkers or whatever. That's what bridges all those together. So if you look at this, it might be hard to see on the camera, but right in here, kind of where this pin is, it's like super bowed out right there. So I wonder if it was bowed out from the screw, which it's kind of aimed that way. I wonder if the screw bowed the circuit board out so far that it wasn't making a connection anymore. That would make sense. Now, is that really what happened? I don't know. But they say that this stuff has to be tested with the key on. And since we got a push button, I got to do it like that. I don't hear the relay clicking. Let's try the running lights. So we got running light. Let's make sure both sides. Yes, both sides. And up front we have not shit. Damn, not even the markers. So we definitely got something funny. I guarantee y'all if I press the brake pedal right now, the running lights would come on up front, which ain't right, but man. See if it works now. On my high beams on. Yeah, man, we got a ground wire somewhere. A wire somewhere is doing something stupid. Well, at least we got the new switch on. We'll give it that. The next easiest thing to check would be the wow, the brake pedal's actually kind of hard now. It's weird. Neat. I think that's pretty neat. Must be something more. The wipers work. Them work. Well, that's pretty whack. Dang it, boys. I'm just battling this deal. Can't figure it out. So they say number 16 on this deal, and that's number 16. Yeah, because that'd be 13, 14, 15, 16. No, I'll pull it out, but it looks good. Let's see. Well, it's good. So one thing I can do is get the test light out and test that and make sure it's hot. All right, so something else I just thought about was maybe the flasher relay is not good. There's a good chance that it's not, with the way that that screw was arcing all that time. Ow. That one doesn't work. No, I thought we had some alligator clips. So basically what we're gonna do is test this relay. I looked up how to test it. All these are going to have either a B or a plus or a minus. Mine has a plus here and a minus here. So what you do is put hot to this, you put negative to this, and then you have another lead like a test light hooked up to a ground, and then you touch that on this. And if you touch that on this hooked up to the ground and it starts clicking, then you know the relay works. If it does not do anything, your relay is no good, and your flashers and none of that shit will work. Which I think I have a problem beyond that, because I can't even get my running lights to come on in the front. So I think I got something else going on, but we'll see what we can get. Okay, so we tested it on the battery and it did flash. So relay's good. So like I thought, we have a problem somewhere else. It's going to take me some good Googling and YouTubing to find the solution. from what I've seen, this circuit, from this combo switch to the lights to the horn to the wiper harness, I've read a lot of things about this being a pain in the ass harness. So I will dive into some researching. I'm going to put this relay back right quick since we tested it and it is good. Clicks, flashes. So we're good here. We got a brand new switch, which we can't say that I didn't need to do that and that was a waste of money, because my hazard button was broken and it looks like that screw was bowing that plate out. So while that may or may not have been a problem right now, probably would have been a problem somewhere very soon. So on that note, that's going to be it for this one. Bummer we didn't find the solution this time, but this is one issue that I've just had to keep chasing down. It's kind of like our old transmission issue and our old, when we couldn't get the engine to fire and found out our harness was flipped. So I'm sure this is going to be something goofy, and I remember it was doing this when we first put the front clip back on after we got it running right and we were putting it all back together. I remember it doing this because we had our foot on the brake and the running lights would come on the front, like with the brake switch. And I don't remember what we did, but we did something. I want to say we hooked a couple loose grounds up and it quit doing that. So hopefully it's that stupid. I can do that, get that done, and that'll be cool. If not, then we'll just keep trying until we find it out. Other than that, that's going to be it. Y'all stay tuned for the merch drop. We got some more items in at the shop today, so it's getting closer and closer. It's coming down the pipe, boys. So on that note, we're out. Peace out. Be human. We'll see you later.